The guilt, it will eat you alive. And I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. You open that drawer and you think, oh, there's so much clutter in here. And you go, I'm gonna declutter some of these things. But you pick up that thing and you go to put it in the donation box, and then
you're thinking it says,
don't declutter me, keep me, keep me.
Like the object is actually sad, like it making you feel terrible. Is that really what those objects are thinking? I think what really happens is we put them back in the drawer and this is what they're thinking.
No, I wanted to escape.
That is if they're thinking anything, and they might not be thinking anything. I'm not really sure yet.
Trust me, I'm thinking.
Okay, so why is it that we anthropomorphize things anyway? Anthropomorphizing is when we give human characteristics or traits to inanimate objects or pets. And so I could say like, oh, my microphone is so happy that I'm going to record again. Meanwhile, my microphone is just sitting there like this because it's inanimate. It actually isn't thinking. It isn't feeling. We just tend to, as humans, do that because humans are social creatures. And so we just often want to connect with anything that's around us, including our things and our pets. Here's the thing, we're actually not honoring those objects. If we actually feel so bad about decluttering them, we're not really honoring them when we're putting them back in the drawer.
No! Gotcha. Dang it, I almost got away.
back to feeling guilty.
Ultimately, though, you should be using your things. We should be passing things on to people who use them. I'm sure that's what your items want anyway. Think about the toys from Toy Story. They were happy when Andy passed them off to that little girl. And it's the same with the Island of Misfit Toys. All of those toys, they just wanted a boy or girl to love them. I'm sure your water bottle and all of your things feel the same way.
I'm gonna be honest, I actually think I was born feeling guilty, and mom guilt definitely has made things far worse. Is he not in enough sports? Is he in too many sports? Does he eat enough veggies? Does he eat too many veggies? Does he get enough screen time? Let's face it, he probably gets too much screen time. Cat mom guilt's the same. Do I let him sleep enough? Does he get too much sleep? Do I pick him up too much? Does he have too many toys? Does he have not enough toys? Let's cut ourselves a little bit of slack here. Another really interesting thing is that we often place more value on things we already own. And so it's harder to declutter our own things versus somebody else's. I could walk into somebody else's house and declutter. I'm here and I'm ready to declutter. What can we get rid of? And believe me, people have asked, and no, I don't do that. But I could very easily say, okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. I would have no connection to those things. Meanwhile, for my own things, I remember things. I remember patterns, you know, like I could be like, these are my glasses. I wore them all the time. Maybe it was something you took on a trip. And so we feel more connected to things that we already own. We place higher value on them. That's why a lot of times people will sell things on like Facebook Marketplace or something. They're asking way more for something. And you're like, why would you ask that much? They place more value on it. But ask me to declutter my cap from my graduation from university, that's a whole other ball game. When would I possibly wear this again? What is the point of keeping this cap? Like, I haven't even put it on since I graduated. Well, it certainly messes up my hair, but you know what? Why keep this? I graduated. I know I graduated. If I can't remember I graduated, I have bigger problems than decluttering this. And when would I ever wear it again? Certainly not wearing it to my son's graduation. That would be awkward. Stuffed animals and dolls can be some of the hardest things to declutter. We really can get attached to these things. And I'm going to be honest with you. If it is something that you are attached to, this was my son's when he was a baby, like this is not going anywhere. We will keep this forever, probably. Because this is one of those things where I'm okay when I pass away. If somebody has to empty it out of my house, I'm fine with that. Because I know there won't be a ton of stuff for people to deal with. And the thing is, like, some things that are sentimental, of course, they're okay to keep. Just not everything. I will definitely be keeping this forever. Because number one, it's sentimental. I got it from my mom just after I had my son. And I earned it. And almost any change we're making in life is going to have some kind of inverse effect. For example, when you're exercising, you're pumping iron, your muscles will be sore. You will be tired. And a lot of decluttering is uncomfortable. And to be honest, a lot of the time in life, not all the time, come on, but leaning into the discomfort to the pain actually will help you. It's like when you go cold plunging or do anything else that's like really uncomfortable. The more you breathe into it, the actual stronger your mental resolve gets and the easier it gets in the future to do those things. Plus, you're actually just like start to feel really good about yourself and you're recognizing that you're making good changes in your life.
Nice job. I will be happy with someone who uses me.
I think the one question we really need to ask though is why are we decluttering in the first place? We've already established that these inanimate objects are inanimate objects and they actually aren't thinking or feeling anything. It's us that have attributed the feelings to those things. But why are we decluttering? Tell me why you're decluttering. For me, it's because I, number one, know that my focus is improved in a decluttered and calm environment. I also know that I feel way less stressed when there are not mountains of things around me telling me there's so much to do. And I also feel way better. My mood is just naturally better and my family appreciates that. Now, some tips for decluttering right here. I have 73 things that you can do. You don't have to do them all, but there are little things that you can do to make a big difference in your house and get that decluttering underway. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!